Hello and welcome to WMS and MSCA training. Last session we saw setups related to ATFs. We have completed till this stage. Now we are going to see the task type assignment rule setup. Let's go to the application. So we go to warehouse manager, setup, warehouse configurations, rules. Here is the rules. So you can open up a new rule. Make sure you are there in your organization, BW1, and then the task rule type is task type assignment. Let's call this as a picking task. So for picking, I want a pick task to be assigned. So I'm gonna say regular picking, say this. And then if you want to enable it, you first give the weightage. So I'm gonna give 999 as a default weightage, and I'm enabling this. So at this point, all the sales order picking task will get this user defined task called pick. There is no condition or restrictions that I have built in. In case you have more than one picking task and then you want certain conditions to be checked before a return value of pick or pick one will be given, then we must set these restrictions over here. And then you have to follow the hierarchy. The higher the weightage, first the priority of that task for the evaluation. So you have to be careful when you define multiple return value. Let's say pick 1, pick 2, pick 3. For pick 1 is for regular picking, pick 2 for hazard material picking, pick 3 for high value picking, for example. Then in that case you'll have multiple pick return types. So accordingly we have to use the weightage and restrictions to evaluate the conditions. There is no rule workbench kind of stuff for task type assignment rule. Therefore we must play around with the restrictions and wait in case you have more than one type of picking task. And then we set them up. The next one after picking, we can say put away task and look for put away task, give some weightage. Say I have only one task, I'm gonna just save it and enable it, and then I move on to the next. This time I can declare cycle count task. So this is CC. I'll put the number, some weightage, and enable this. So cycle count picking put away. Next one is the replenishment. REPL task. And here I can give replenishment. This is the last task. I get some weightage. Enable them and save. Now this task type rules are also set up. So that means for any kind of sales order picking, we have one task called pick. Any replenishment, we have REPL. Any cycle count, we have cycle count. Any put away task, we have put away. So now the setups are complete. Now we have to do a transaction to see if this thing is working. Just to make few note here, although put away task has been created, but put away task is not supporting advanced task framework. That means this particular grid that we made, which is put away, picking, cycle count, picking, replenishment. Okay, there should be one more here. Insert a row below. We have actually created a task called put away, and we put some employee name as well, right? Employee put 1, put away 1. However, it's not restricted, so this line has no meaning, and whereas these lines will have great meaning because this task can only be done by REPL 1. High value picking is only done by pick 2 employees, whereas this, although I have set a rule, but these are not supported by the advanced task framework. That means this put task can be done by any of these employees, irrespective of what is the mapping that we have done. It's assumed that when the truck is there in inbound case, then everybody whosoever is available, he should be able to do the put away task. That's why it's not supported. Whereas all of these picking, cycle count, replenishment, they are exactly work as per what we have discussed. It will only REPL1 would be able to perform this replenishment task. Okay, so with this we have completed this exercise. I'm gonna mark them complete. And with this, ATF setup is complete. Now when we do the transaction, then we evaluate how this task is getting assigned based on the rules and all. But this is ATF is complete with this session. So stay tuned. We'll move on to the put away transactions now. We create some transaction in the system related to purchase order receiving, and then we'll try to see whether we get the task allocated and perform the MSCA transaction to receive that purchase order. So all of that is gonna come next session. So thank you very much for watching.